play some Nemesis. I have never played before. I really wanted to play this. This just came out today, but then I found out I figured it was cooperative, so you could play it solo, but it looks like you can't. Oh well. I'll just have to wait for my friends. All right, Nemesis. Never played before. Read the instruction book a couple times, watched some videos. So I'm going to have to go through slowly and hopefully not mess up too many things. All right, first, all the setup. So Nemesis is basically Alien. Actually, I'd say it's kind of a combination between Alien and Aliens. All right, so setup. We're on the ship here, the Nemesis. There are all these rooms, but they're randomized. So first, the 2 rooms. Not all of these go on the board. There are only, five twos, and there are 9 or so of these. Mix them up a little bit. And you know what? I haven't really looked through any of the stuff other than the instruction book. Like all the different action cards there are and all the different things you can do. Well, I guess I'll find out as I go. All right. So these get laid out. I don't know what these rooms are going to be. Okay, those can be set aside. Then they're all the 1 rooms. Now these ones, every one of these rooms goes on the board, just random where they get laid out. Okay, and then each of those gets a random exploration token. This is going to determine, I think, how many flipped over when I placed it. These are going to determine, I believe, how many items are in each room that you can search for, and what kind of status the room has when you first enter it. I'll just set that one aside since I accidentally knocked it over. God, these are too easy to knock over. There. A few of them left over. Oh, missed one. All right, those are done. What's next? Coordinates card. So the ship starts off headed towards somewhere. It could be headed toward Earth, Mars, Venus, or deep space. Usually you want it to be headed toward Earth. So there, 1 coordinates card. And right now the ship's headed toward B. I don't know where that is though. Okay, next, escape pods. I'm supposed to take 2 of these. So just 2. I don't know how exactly the numbers on them would matter. I don't remember seeing anything in the rules about, let's see, I got 1 and 2. Oh, well, okay. 1 goes in A, 2 goes in B. I don't remember seeing anything in the rules about why the numbers are important, but I don't know. Maybe some of the events that intruders do affect specific escape pods. Let's see, what's next? Engines. Okay, the ship has 3 engines. Each engine has 2 tokens here that determine whether it's working or damaged. For the ship to get wherever it's headed, 2 of the engines have to be working. No, at least 2. Otherwise, the ship explodes. Could be that right now they're all working, they're all damaged. Don't know. Okay, engines, next. Intruder board. Okay, that needs 5 eggs. Where are the eggs? Here they are. 5 eggs on the intruder board. Those are in the nest. And then 3 random weakness cards. Okay, so the intruders can have weaknesses, or they have weaknesses that I can discover. And move it over a little more. Okay, those are done. What's next? The intruder bag. Just making sure I don't miss anything. Okay, intruder bag gets a blank token, 4 larvae, 1 creeper. Yeah, that's a creeper. 1 queen. 3 adults, no breeders. Plus 1 extra adult for number of players. Well, that's just 1, so 4. Is this game? Well, just me. I can either play solo or I can play with multiple characters and do the cooperative mode if I really wanted. But the main game is semi-cooperative. Can't really do that solo. Okay, intruder bags set. Set that wherever. Mix those up a bit. Alright, that can sit up here. Okay. Then all the item decks, although I guess I do need to shuffle those. Status marker on 15 here. That's how many rounds there are until the game ends, no matter what. Or the game ends if it hasn't ended sooner. Okay. Corpse is going to go on there. I still need a character, but what else am I going to do? Oh, I need to shuffle all these decks. Yeah, I don't think these have been shuffled ever. In some rooms you can find some healing items and make a mess of them. Oh, they tried to knock over the CEO. Okay. CEO there. Although I'm only playing with the base game characters. CEOs from the whatever expansion. Aftermath? Sounds right. But it said those new characters are meant specifically to be used with the expansion. Although you can use them with the base game. Since I've never played, I think that's probably not a good idea. Alright. Character. So well, it's supposed to be, I mean really I'm playing by myself. I think I could just pick whichever character I want, but if I were playing with multiple people, first player has to, well, first player would be determined by dealing these out, and it would say which player you are, but that's also the reference card, so hang on to that. And then you'd get 2 character draft cards and pick which of those 2 characters you want. And then the next player would do the same thing. Alright, captain and scientist. I don't I'm going to start off with the captain. All right, I have the captain here. All right, so that's who I could be. Multiple people, the scientist would just go back in the deck, and then there'd be these cards for the next person to draw from. Although if I were playing with the Aftermath expansion, let's see, the captain, well, that means I could instead pick the CEO. They're the same color. But no, captain. All right, so that means I need all the captain's action cards. Oh, good, captain's on top. I need the captain player board. There's the captain. I need items. So what do I have? These are quest items. I don't have them yet. I start off with a gun. I have a 6-shooter. It has 6 ammo. Can be reloaded with the reload action card. Ooh. And when I try to injure intruders, if I roll 2 injuries, I deal an additional injury. So that's really going to deal 3 injuries to intruders. Okay? So he'll put that in his left hand. And then I have 6 ammo. In the gun. All right. And then these 2 items. Intercom. If I get tools or duct tape, I can discard to get this item. And what does this item do? Intercom. All characters in a room with a computer may, additionally, be targeted by your order or motivation. Order can only affect a single character. I don't know if that's useful since I'm playing solo, but okay, set it here. Log key. Activate this in the comms room. I believe that's one of the ones, but I don't know which one that's going to be. All right, log key, what does this do? Use in a room with a computer. Choose a player. Look at one of their objective cards. Okay, same thing. Playing alone, probably not. Well, definitely not useful. Speaking of objectives, I need objectives. I get to draw from the solo or co-op objective deck. The regular objective deck has plenty of cards where your objective is to, say, be the only one left alive at the end of the game, or have a specific player die. Which is one reason this really wouldn't work out playing solo, the normal game. But co-op deck or solo deck don't have those. All right, so I get 2 objectives. I'm going to have to do one of these, and the first time an intruder shows up, I have to pick which one of these I'm going to keep, and then get rid of the other one. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I didn't finish shuffling everything. Okay, help cards. Oh, I don't need an inventory card holder since I'm playing by myself. And this board's pretty big. It takes up a lot of space here. It looks like my camera got a little bit crooked. Oh, wait a minute. The solo and co-op objectives. In the main deck of these, a lot of the cards you would get rid of depending on how many players you have. Let me see what these say. They don't say anything, so that's fine. They might say these are only for 5 players, 4 or more players. Those don't have something like that on there, so I think I'm good. Let's see, character draft, yeah, I got that. Okay. All right. I'm all set up, other than not everything's shuffled. So, I'm on the Nemesis. I just woke up from my hibernation pod, and apparently, when you wake up from a hibernation pod, you have temporary amnesia, or at least partial amnesia, or something like that. So, that's why you don't know where all the rooms are on the ship, even though you should. Because, well, I'm the captain. I should know my ship. But, have some amnesia from the hibernation pod. Or maybe that's just because something went wrong. We have temporary amnesia. I don't recall. Doesn't matter. And, well, there's a dead body right here. So, something's wrong. And I have 15 rounds to accomplish whatever my objective is. I'll look at those in a second. While I'm trying to do that, some intruders may show up. Here's one of the adult intruders. I did not take the time to paint all of these. There are a lot of these, and they're, yeah, at least their size, they're a lot bigger. Yeah, I think they'd be easier to paint, but all these guys took long enough. And there are what? There are about, I don't know, 15 or so aliens to paint, plus the expansions have a lot more. I don't want to do that. All right, anyway. So the intruders can show up. They will show up as I'm trying to achieve my objectives. They could outright kill me, or they could contaminate me, give me a nice little chest burster, then I might end up dead later. All right, let's see. Blue deck, that doesn't need to be shuffled. These all need to be shuffled. All right, so on my turn, the first thing I get to do is draw, well, I should look at what my objectives are. So I get to choose from no man left behind. Okay, send the signal and all rooms on the ship must be explored. Yeah, so I'd have to explore every single one of these rooms. I don't believe that includes the engines, because they don't need to be explored. There's no randomness there. Well, I guess there's, whether it's working or not, but I believe that just means flip over all these. I think that'll be a little harder to accomplish playing solo. My other option is cutting off the head. Send the signal, and the queen must have been killed. All right. Well, for the queen to be killed, I have to actually get the queen to show up and do enough damage to her that she dies. That might not be that easy. I've been shuffling those a while. I think those are good. Let's see, serious wounds. Or if I, oh wait. Send the signal and the queen must have been killed, or send the signal and the ship must have been destroyed. Oh, well, that's I was going to say. Or the other option is, yeah, have the ship blow up. So, start the self-destruct sequence and then get to an escape pod. Or if the engines, if at least 2 of them are damaged, then when the ship tries to go to hyperspace or whatever they call it in this game, to go to wherever the coordinates indicate, the ship will explode and the queen will die. Okay. That's probably the way to go. Well, in either case, I have to send the signal. And to survive, I need to get to an escape pod, unlock it, which can happen from a few different things, and then, well, leave on the escape pod, but first I'd have to send the signal. Or I need to get into one of the hibernation pods before the time runs out and have the ship not self-destruct and the engines at least two working. If you're not in a hibernation pod, then well, you just get splattered due to the force of the acceleration going to hyperspace. But you're protected if you're in a hibernation pod. Although I don't believe that kills the intruders. Maybe they have some resistance to it. But I don't remember ever reading that if the ship goes to hyperspace and doesn't blow up, that all of a sudden the intruders are dead. I think that's only the humans. Which apparently also affects the android. Well, I guess. I haven't really read the rules for the expansion, so maybe she doesn't get killed. Don't know. Not using expansion characters right now. Alright. Alright, so those are my two objectives to choose from. It's probably going to be send the signal and blow up the ship. I think killing the queen would be a lot easier if there were multiple people that could gang up on her and kill her. Probably hard to do solo, but I don't know. Maybe not. Since I haven't played before, I have no idea. I'm just going to set these down here for now. All right. Everything's shuffled. I am ready to go. Okay, so first thing I do, I'm going to set these up here. Okay, first thing I got to do, draw 5 cards. Or draw cards so that you have 5. And then first player token would go to the next player, but it's just me. Okay, perform actions. So my actions I can do, I can discard 1 card in order to move to a room, but then I'll have to do a noise roll, or shoot, or do a melee attack if there are intruders around. Pick up a heavy object, trade, although there's nobody to trade with, or craft an item. All right. Or I can discard 2 cards to do a careful movement, and that just makes the noise. You get to choose where to put a noise marker rather than it being random. Or you can perform the actions on here. I can rest, not anything I need to do yet. Okay, what else do I have? Basic repairs, discard a malfunction marker from the room you're in. All right. Or I can repair or break the engine in the engine room you're in. Okay. Well, I'm trying to blow up the ship. Yeah, could use that. But don't need that anytime soon. Motivation. All characters in your room, all characters in the room you're in, including yourself, draw 1 action card. Okay. Reload, add 1 ammo to your 6-shooter. Well, it's full right now, so I don't need that yet. Or search. All right, search for an item in a room. Yeah, probably want to use that. So, so I'm going to discard a card and then go to one of these rooms. So let's see. No matter what, I'm going to have to send the signal. So I need to find the comms room. That's going to be somewhere on the outside. And I may as well go to the engines as well to, since I need to kill the queen, check the engines and have a couple of them blow up. Or have a couple of them be damaged. Probably the best way to go for me. Although maybe not. Again, I've never played before. Let's see. All right, I'm going to discard that I'm going to discard rest, which lets you scan all contamination cards. I'm not contaminated yet. In your hand, and remove all the uninfected cards. Okay, so I'll discard that so I can move, and I'm going to go here. So first thing that I do when I move, well, all the things I do, I have to do a noise roll. Actually, what is the order? Let me make sure I do it right. Blah, blah, blah. Movement. All right, first, let's see what the room is. Then, looks like the last thing is a noise roll. Okay. So I'm going here. It's unexplored, so we see what's in here. This is the engine control room. I can check status of engines. I can't repair or them or break them, but I can check them. That costs 2 cards to do that. Might be useful. Okay. And then the exploration token says this room has 3 items in it. So where's the arrow? Right there. Set that to 3. So I can find up to 3 items in here, and these are yellow items. And then that door token, I believe that means the door just closed from the room, from the corridor I used to enter. All right, so that door is closed now. I can't go back that way unless I break the door or open it. Okay, that can go away. All right, and then I have to do a noise roll. I rolled an X. Ooh, that's silence. Nothing happens. Okay. All right. Now, I would get to take, if there were multiple players, I would take 2 actions, and then it would go to another player, and it would go around, and then we could keep doing that, taking 2 actions at a time until everybody passes, or runs out of cards, in which case you'd have to pass. But it's just me, so I guess I can do, well, as many actions as I can. All right, so I want some items. So search, it costs 0 cards, so I just discard this. Yeah, I may as well. All right, so that costs 0, so I just discard this. The counter goes down 1, so now there are only 2 items left in the room. And I draw 2 yellow cards and decide which one I want to keep. All right, I got tools and chemicals. What was this about tools? That was intercom, but what did this say? Yeah, discard tools or duct tape to activate this. What did intercom do? All characters in a room with a computer. Well, okay, I'm in. May additionally be targeted by your order or motivation. Okay, motivation is a card I have. All characters in the room you're in, including yourself, draw 1 action card. So that's motivation. All characters in a room with a computer. Oh, I see. So you can go over the intercom, and other characters in other rooms with computers like this one would also get to draw 1 action card. But, and then order, that's probably a similar thing. I just haven't seen that card yet, because I've seen just these so far. Okay. All right, that makes sense. So yeah, intercom is going to be useless, playing solo. Wait, it says all characters. Order can only affect a single character. Oh, I guess I'd have to see what order says to make sense of that one, but all right, so I don't care about that. So log key and intercom, useless. Chemicals. Let's see. You can use this one time to fully load ammo in a flamethrower, if I ever find a flamethrower, or tools. You can discard a malfunction marker from the room you're in, or repair or break engines, okay, or open or close one door in any corridor connected to the room you're in. I probably want that. And actually, if I had both of these, I could discard the two of them to craft a flamethrower. Okay, so flamethrower can be had. Alright. But tools sound more useful for now, so I'm going to keep that and put that, well, just so little room. I'll put a stack of cards there. There's a little stand for the cards to go on, but I don't have space. Okay, so this gets discarded. I'll just discard stuff up here. Run out of items, just reshuffle. Alright. Now, while I'm here, do I want to check the status of one of the engines for 2 cards? I think so. Now, is that the only way to search? Oh, that's right. Playing solo, I forgot. You only have half as many items rounded up. So really, the token said 3. It should have started on 2. So now I really only have 1 item. I forgot that rule. All right. So there's only 1 item left in the room. But yeah, I guess that must be the only way I can search. Yeah, it's not a basic action. I would think it would be. Makes sense to me. You're just spending some time searching, but apparently not. Alright, so what am I going to do next? Sorry, just looking at the book for some stuff. Oh, right, and then there are all the, what all the rooms do. Description for all those. So yeah, engines and control room, nothing, that doesn't really say anything more than that says. Check the status of an engine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me make sure. Solo rules. Yeah, the number of items available in each room is reduced by half, rounded up. Okay. Alright, well, no problem so far. So, I can check an engine. Well, I'm not going to be able to make it to an engine and perform a repair or break an engine. I want engines broken to kill the queen. I'm not going to be able to do that on this turn, although I could save this. I could hang on to this card and then next turn only draw 4 if I wanted. Alright, so I'm thinking... Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use motivation and just draw another card, because why not? Get through the deck quicker. What else do I have? Ooh, demolition. Destroy one closed door in a corridor connected to the room you're in, or place a malfunction marker in the room you're in. That's another way the ship can blow up, is if it gets enough malfunctions, although if I destroy the ship that way, it would take me with it. Or I could spread enough fire. Same problem there. Alright, so I don't really want to make stuff malfunction. But right now I don't care about this. I don't need to destroy that. Oh, I maybe should have picked this up and carried it with me. Should I retcon that and say that I discarded a card to pick that up? Yeah, I think so. If I take this with me, if I find the lab somewhere, I think it's the lab, I can determine the this intruder weakness. If I pick up an egg from the nest, I can use that to figure out this intruder weakness in the lab. And then if I kill an intruder, I can figure out that one. Alright, so I'm gonna pretend I remember to do that. Not this one, because I just drew that. So, yeah, whatever. Reload, because I would not have needed that yet. Okay. So I'm left with 2 cards. Well, it costs 2 cards to use the engine control room. Yeah, alright, I'll check an engine. I'm going to check engine 1. So I'll just look at the top one, and it is working. I don't like that. I need 2 engines to be not working. If I want to blow up the ship. Okay. I'm out of cards, so now my turn is all done. So now, on the event phase, first to move the time track and the self-destruct track if the ship were set to self-destruct yet. The intruder attack, well, there aren't any intruders yet. Fire damage, there's no fire. Resolve event card. So now I have to draw an event card and do what this says, and then finally do something with the intruder bag. Alright, so intruder event. If these types of intruders were on the ship, or if I could see any of them yet, they would move through corridor 3. Nope. Hatching. Discard 1 egg from the intruder board. Okay. Any characters in the nest room? Nope, nobody's in the nest room. Whose players have no action cards left are infested by a larva. Ooh. If no character was infested, put a larva token in the intruder bag. Okay. Alright, well that doesn't sound so bad. Set that aside. Okay, next, intruder bag development. Alright, so now I have to draw 1 token from the bag. And what happens depends on what I draw. I drew an adult. If I draw an adult, all players roll for noise. Although if you're in combat, you don't do a noise roll. And then return this to the bag. Alright, I have to do a noise roll. One. Alright, so a noise marker goes in corridor 1, connected to that room. If I roll a 1 again, or well, if I'm in one of these 2 rooms and I roll 1, well, instead of another noise token going on there, an intruder will show up and attack me or come into the room. Alright. So that's it for that round. Okay, so now I draw up to 5. Draw cards, so I have 5 again. There are only 4 there, so I need to shuffle these. Oh, I have a couple search cards. Okay. There's one more item in here. I may as well search. What else do I have? Interruption. Discard this card to cancel any action performed by another player. Well, there are no other players. Or cancel the interruption action used by another player. Alright, so this is just useful for discarding. Order. Choose another character in the room you're in. Move that character to a neighboring room of your choice. Again, just useful for discarding. This captain's a little limited if he's playing solo. Ooh, suppressive fire. Discard 1 ammo. You or one other chosen character in your room may escape the room without triggering an intruder attack. Okay. Alright, but I want to search. I may as well while I'm here. So what else can I find in this room? Last item in here. It's now 0 items. A fire extinguisher or a fire extinguisher? I think I'll take the fire extinguisher. Although this is a heavy object, I have to put it in my hand. Oh, but that would mean I have to drop something. Let's see. Put out a fire of the room you're in, or use on one intruder in the room you're in, it retreats. You know what? I think I'd rather have that than trying to figure out intruder weaknesses, because I'm just trying to find the comms room, make the ship blow up, and get out of here. So, we'll drop the corpse. Alright, another fire extinguisher. I'll set that aside. Okay. Tools is not a heavy object. That doesn't go in one of my hands. Alright, nothing else to search in this room, so I already know this engine's working and I want the engines broken so the ship blows up. That'll be the easiest way to kill the queen. Or what was my other option? Oh, or I have to explore every room. I don't like that prospect. Alright. Although, if I get unlucky, I may have to explore just about every room to find the comms room. Well, I don't have to decide until an intruder shows up. Alright, so what's next? Let's see, these two are just useful for discarding. Suppressive fire is, well, there are no intruders, so I don't need that yet. Search I can't use right now. Alright, well, may as well go to another room. I guess I may as well go there, so then I can go to this engine, that engine. Or actually, well, I'm already here. Or maybe I should check another engine. I could check another engine and then move to a room and do a search. You know what? I think I'll do that. Okay, let's check one more engine. While I'm in this room, I'm going to check engine. Yeah, I'm going to check engine 2. That one's also working. Well, I can go damage both of these, or I may still want to check that one too. Because if that one's damaged, I only have to break one of these. But I also want to search. Alright. Well, I need to search a bunch of rooms anyway. I'm going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to discard 1 to move here. Now, if I roll a 1, there will be an intruder. Although, this could also do something bad. Alright, let's see. What's this room? Fire control system. Okay. So, put out some fires. I'm slimed. Okay, that says 4, so I'm solo. That really means 2 items in this room. And I am slimed. Let's see, I can get rid of that with a shower. Or, I think there's something else that can get rid of slime. Okay, now I have to do a noise roll. 2. leads to the engine. That's the way I want to go next. All right, well, I'll do a search. This is another yellow room. So now there's one item left in here. More tools or technical corridor plans. If you're in a room with a technical corridor's entrance, the little red dots, move your character to any room with a technical corridor's entrance. Ooh, so I can crawl around in the air ducts. Or more tools. Well, I do need to break potentially 2 engines. I'm going to take the other tools. Alright, well, even if I have to break 2 engines, I'm set up to do that now. Although one of my cards will also do that. I'm out of cards. So, I'm all done. So now, time track. Self-destruct track, not activated. Intruder attack, no intruders. Fire damage, no fire. Event card. Alright, what this time? Nest. If the nest room is explored, it's not. Oh, and also these intruders would move through corridor 3, but there aren't any intruders yet. If the nest room is explored, place a noise marker in each corridor that is connected to the nest. No, no nest. Do not place a noise marker if one is already present. Yeah, okay, well, that does nothing. That's fine. I think the instruction book said event cards can be pretty bad. Well, so far, nothing. No intruders yet, so now intruder bag development. Alright, what do I get this time? Yeah, come here. I wanted that one. What? Alright, it was an adult again. So like before, this goes back in there. I have to do a noise roll. If I roll a 1 or a 2, intruder. Okay. Oh, I rolled silence, but since I'm slimed, silence behaves the same as danger, which is every corridor that doesn't have a noise token gets a marker, gets a noise marker. Well, that's just this one. That's not too bad. I wasn't planning on going that way right now. All right. But next time noise has to be rolled in this room, no matter what, there's going to be an intruder. Okay, I draw 5 cards. Alright, I've seen all these. Well, I have the one that can break an engine, although with tools I only have to discard 1. With this one I have to discard 2. Wait, how many, if I'm in an engine room, how much does it take to check the engine? 2 cards. Oh no, that's the engine control room. Oh, there's where it is. Special rooms. 2 cards. Okay. Alright, well I'm going to the engine. Engine 3. If that's broken, then I just have to break one of these 2. Yeah, alright. So, well, I'm going to use tools to break the engine because it'll take fewer cards. So I'm going to discard that to move. No exploration stuff to do here, but I still have to do a noise roll. 4. Okay, technical corridor. Alright, so that noise goes there. That one applies to every single room that has a technical corridor. Okay, and then so I have to spend 2 cards. To check the engine, and then I can try to break it. I don't need to reload yet. Oh, motivation's no use to me. Alright, I'm going to spend these 2 cards to check the engine. Alright, that one's damaged. Sure. Last one I check. Alright, that one's damaged, so I'm good with that. I can just leave that as it is. I'm going to move to the next room. Yeah, there's no threat of an intruder yet, so... Okay, that's damaged, so I can go here, break this one, and then start going through rooms and try to find the comm system, which is going to be somewhere on the outside. So I don't need to do any more of these inner ones other than, well, I'll go through that one to get to here. Although I could go through the engine. No. Alright, so I'm going to discard 1 card to move here. Generator. What does this do? And it has a malfunction on it and 2 items. Well, right now I can't do this. Oh, I can initiate or stop the self-destruct sequence. Alright, well that would make the ship blow up a lot quicker than the engines will, but I need to find the comms room before I do that. Alright, and it's another yellow room. Can't get any other items. Well, if I find the comms room pretty quickly, I could always go set that off, but then I have to get to an escape pod. Setting off the self-destruct sequence automatically opens up the escape pods, unlocks them, but I'd have to get to one, and I'd have 6 turns to do it. That doesn't sound too bad. So yeah, maybe later I'll do that. Well, I have 1 more card. I have 2 tools. I only have to break 1 engine. Maybe I should just fix that while I'm here. Or I just move on to the next engine for now. Yeah, I should probably do that. Alright, I'm going to move... Oh, I didn't do a noise roll yet. Okay, so 2 items. It has a malfunction. And noise roll, 2. You know what, I don't mind that. Okay, and then I'm going to discard 1 card to move here and do another noise roll. 1. Darn, that's the way I'm going to be going next. I don't like that. Ooh, fairly high chance of an intruder next time I move. Okay. Alright, turn's over, so now I'm out of cards. Alright, so time track, 12 turns left. No intruders or fire. Event card, and then the intruder bag. Alright, event card. What this time? Bulkheads open. Open all doors, except destroyed doors. Well, alright, this door opens up. No intruders to move, so, yeah, okay. These events aren't doing anything. Alright. 2 adults so far. They are the most common thing in here. Okay, how about this one? Blank. Alright, what happens on a blank? Add 1 adult intruder token to the bag. And then put the blank back in there. Alright, so nothing happens. But there's an extra adult in there. Alright. No intruders yet. I need 5 cards. Yeah, and I don't care about the coordinates because I want the ship to explode. So, I don't care about that. And then Once you get to the blue, the hibernation pods open up so you can get in one of those, but I don't want to do that. I want to blow up the ship. Although if I did come across the queen and was able to kill her all by myself, then I could just go get in a hibernation pod. As long as the ship's headed toward Earth and 2 engines are working. Now let's just blow up this ship. But I do need to find the comms room. All right, 5 cards. All right, interruption, that's for discarding. Okay, got 1 search. Order, that's for discarding. All right, so search is the only useful thing right now. Rest, suppressifier, nope. Well, suppressifier could be nice if I come across an intruder, but I need to break this engine, so I'll use a tools. 1 use only, so that's gone, and it says, yeah, repair or break engine in the room you're in. So I want to do that, discard 1 card, yeah, order. All right, so that's discarded. I'm breaking the engine, so, well, I gotta switch these. So now the broken one, damaged, is on top. All right, 2 engines are damaged. So when the track reaches this and tries to go to hyperspace or whatever they call it, it'll blow up. That'll kill the queen. All right, done with this room. So next, I'll use interruption to move. I could do a careful movement for 2 cards. Oh no, I don't. I think because I'm slimed, I don't think I can do careful movement. Or is it just if you're in combat, you can't do careful movement? All right, where's movement? 14. Blah 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 blah. No, I don't think that affects careful movement. Some of the stuff in the instruction manual is just not organized well. Movement. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, careful movement comes before movement. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, no. Slime doesn't affect that. So yeah, I said I was going to discard 1 to move here. But yeah, I could do careful movement for 2 cards, and then when I get there, I can place the noise marker wherever I want, and I can just put it. No, I don't need to go to this engine, so I can just put it here. Because 1 or a 2, I get that one. I think that's worth an extra card. All right, so I'm going to discard 2 cards to do careful movement. To go here. So yeah, I won't need to roll this. I'll just get to put this wherever I want. But first, I have to see what's here. Surgery. Perform a surgery procedure. Okay, so I can, well, if I'm infected, I can get rid of that. 2 items. again, and a door. It came this way, so there's a door in here, or the door closed to that engine, I don't care. Okay, and there are 2 items. Okay, and since I did careful movement, I'm choosing to put the noise marker there. Because next turn I'm going to move over here. Alright, and then I can search. Gonna do that. Search for 0. So this will go down to 1, and then this time I get a green item. So draw 2 of these. Pick which one I want to keep. Well, they're both med kits. Dress 1 serious wound or heal 1 dressed serious wound. Well, alright. Possibly useful later. Okay, I'm down to 1 card. I could go ahead and move, but yeah, if something happened where I did come across an intruder, well, they would definitely get to attack me, but I may as well move. I just won't get to do anything in that room yet. Alright, let's move over here. Regular movement this time. So let me move here. Another malfunction in the cabins. Catch your breath. And this says 3, so that's going to be 2 items. And this is a white room, so I get to draw from any of the 3 decks I want if I search in here. Okay. It has a malfunction, except there's really nothing this room does, I don't think. So let's see. Cabins. Oh, okay. When your character is in this room at the start of the new round, and there are no intruders there, you get to draw 1 additional card, so 6 instead of 5. But, so it just has a passive effect. But if there's a malfunction, which there is because of the exploration token, then I don't get that benefit. Oh, that's too bad. So what does surgery do? Yeah, you scan all contamination cards and remove the infected ones. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not contaminated. Let me make sure slime doesn't do anything else. I'm pretty sure that's all it does. Slime. Is that in the contents? Ooh, slime. Okay, 17. Well, I could also change my clothes. I'm playing solo. Can't I just take my clothes off and run around naked? Then I'm not slimed. Alright, so yeah, the only effect of slime is when you roll for noise and get silence, which I haven't rolled for noise yet. When you roll for noise and get silence, you instead get danger. Alright, so roll for noise. 2. Once again, the direction I'm heading. Okay. I'm out of cards, so I'm all done. Still no intruders, no fire, anything like that, so it goes straight to event. Hunt. Move every adult intruder not in combat. Well, there aren't any. If there are several rooms to choose from, blah, blah, blah. Nope. No problem. Okay, and here. All right, how about this one? Adult again, so put it back, roll for noise. 1. Okay, I don't mind that. I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. But there's already a noise marker there. All right. That was it. Okay, 5 cards. I don't get that 6th because of the malfunction. Too bad. All right, motivation, that gets to be discarded. Basic repairs, well, I probably don't need that. I already have 2 engines broken and, well, I mean, I could use that to fix this malfunction, but unless I want to hang out in this room a while, I don't really care about that. Reload, I don't need that yet. Demolition, destroy a closed door. Okay, ooh, search. All right, should I search this room? I may as well while I'm here. Search. So this goes down to 1. And let's see, what do I want to draw from? I don't know. How about the military items? Haven't gotten to draw from that yet. All right, I got a grenade and a smoke grenade. Choose one room with an intruder, the one you're in or neighboring. The chosen intruder suffers 2 injuries. All other characters and intruders in the targeted room, including you, suffer 1 injury. Suffer 1 injury / serious wound. Okay. Or smoke grenade. Use in the room you're in. All other characters in this room discard 1. All other characters discard 1 action card each. You move to a neighboring room and intruders don't attack you during that movement. I'd rather keep that. Well, no, haven't come across any intruders yet. Okay, going here now. Do I want to do a careful movement again? And then place a noise token here. Because this has 3 and 4, so there's a good chance I'll have to place a noise marker here, but then that's where I want to go next. You know what? I think I'll do careful movement. All right, motivation and reload. Discard those. I'm moving here. Emergency room. Treat your wounds. Only 1 item in this room, and it also has a malfunction. And I did careful movement, so I get to place 1 noise marker wherever I want, and putting it there. Let's see. Well, I have 2 more cards. I could just keep going. Oh, that's right. The escape pods. It's not you have to get over to here. It's one of these rooms. Well, 2 of the rooms are escape pods. So I guess I have to find an escape pod as well. Okay. All right, let's move again. Yeah, I don't care about the items. I can't search right now anyway. I'm going to do regular movement. One item, malfunction, laboratory. Analyze 1 object. Well, if I still had that corpse, I could find an intruder weakness. But I dropped the corpse. All right, and 1 item only. Do anything else in there? Guess I should check just to make sure. So, laboratory. Yeah, it's just used for finding out those intruder weaknesses. Okay. It's been, every single room so far has been either a malfunction or a door. No, or the one that slimed me. There was that too. No fire yet. Okay. I did regular movement, so I have to roll. Hopefully I get a 3 or a 4. 2. That's too bad. That's where I want to go next. Alright, I still have one card. I don't really want to move yet. I want to do careful movement. 1, 2, and 3 would all make me face an intruder. So, I'm just going to, well, I can discard this or I can hang on to it. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to discard it. Alright, I'm all done. Event. Lurking. Remove from the board all intruders which are not in a room with a character. Put their respective tokens into the intruder bag. So all the intruders would retreat, but there aren't any on the board. I think it'd be kind of funny if I play through this whole thing and never come across an intruder. Just need to find the comms room and an escape pod. I also have to unlock the escape pod. I assume you do that from evacuation section. Let's see. You can try to enter an escape pod for 2 cards. If it's unlocked and has at least 1 empty space, I think each escape pod can hold 2 characters. Yeah. And there can't be any intruders in the room. Wait, so how do I unlock it? That's going to be important. If the self-destruct sequence is set, they unlock. I know there's that. What else makes them unlock? Escape pods, escape pods. Oh, no, that's character escaping combat. Yeah, I know the escape pods unlock if you set the self-destruct sequence, but is there another way they unlock? I'm pretty sure you can unlock them, but how do you do that? Let me make sure. What is that again? Evacuation section. Oh, more on escape pods. See page 26. Okay, I'll do that. Escape pods. You can unlock them manually by using some of the item cards or room actions. Well, what room action is going to unlock them? Oh, hatch control system. Lock or unlock 1 escape pod. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I need to find the comms room. Oh, these are additional rooms. If hatch control system may not even be there, and if it is, it's in one of these inner ones. Well, it's one of these three. Escape pod might not be doable unless where is it? Go to the generator and turn on the self-destruct. Well, that changes things. But if I'd set off the self-destruct while I was there, yeah, I'd only have this many turns before everything blows up. All right, so where are we? Time track? Although, I mean, I'm exploring pretty quickly. If you just move from one room to the next, you can avoid intruders completely unless you get unlucky with the rolls. Next time might be bad. Or I'm probably going to need to do careful movement. Maybe I should have set off the self-destruct. Well, I'm going to have to check at least this one to get to here. I could hope that the hatch controls system is in one of those, but it might not be. But there are also tools, it said. So maybe some of these yellow cards I can open up a hatch. Wait, what do the tools do? Discard a malfunction, repair or break the engine, or open or close one door. Yeah, okay. But there might be some other tool. In there that'll let me open an escape pod or unlock one. All right. So next time I'm in another yellow room or a white room, I'm going to get more yellow items. Okay, but I need to do... wait, did I already do event card? Shoot. Yeah, I think, did I draw an event card but forget to move this? Is that what happened? It was on 15, it's moved. 1, draw an event card. 13, draw an event card. 12, draw an event card. 11, event card. No, I think I just hadn't, yeah, I think, well, whatever. Lost track of what I was doing, or where I was on it. All the other characters are just watching me from space. Apparently. I think I forgot to move the turn marker one time. Well, and how many turns have I done? I have to shuffle this again. Let's see, 5. Yeah, that sounds right. So, I haven't done the intruder bag yet. They're all dead? Yep, they're all just floating out in space. That's why I'm playing solo. How's it going? Alright, ooh, a larva, okay. What does that do? Remove this token from the intruder bag and add 1 adult. So that one's gone. And now there's another adult in the bag. Well, that was uneventful. I get 5 cards. Okay, so I want to keep moving along to here, and I think I need to do careful movement. Oh, no search cards. Motivation and order are useless for me playing solo. So, yeah, I'll discard the 2 of these to do a careful movement. So I'm going to move here, and then I get to place a noise marker wherever I want. It's going to go here, but first we have to see what room this is. Armory. I can recharge my energy weapon in here, but I don't have an energy weapon, and I'm full of ammo. Okay. And, ooh, this room's on fire. Let's see, it says 2, so I only get 1 item playing solo. Where's it? There it is. There's only 1 item in the room, and there's fire. And, alright, noise marker I'm placing there. Now my turn is 2 actions, that's 1 so far. At the end of my turn, if I'm in here with the fire, I get injured. Well, I don't want any more red items anyway, so I'm going to keep moving. I'm just going to spend 1 card to do regular movement to go here. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of reload. Green. Canteen, have a snack. 1 item in here that I can search for. Where's the marker? There it is. 1 item and malfunction. You know what, I also should maybe fix some of these malfunctions, because if I run out of these, there are 4 more. If I have to place 4 more malfunctions, I'm out of these, and then the next time the ship just blows up. Well, I do have basic repairs. I could hang on to that for the next round and then repair this. Well, what does the canteen do? When I'm in the canteen, that doesn't say. Oh, there it is. You can heal 1 light wound for 2 cards. You can also scan contamination cards. Well, none of this applies because I'm not contaminated yet. All right. And I'm not wounded. But I have to do a noise roll. 2. Okay. Still need to find the comms room. There are only 4 outer rooms left. One of those is the comms room. 2 of them are escape pods. And I don't know what the other room is. Oh, the other one I think is the nest. Well, if I wanted to go kill the queen, that'd be a place to find her. All right. So what's the story here? You're exploring an unknown spaceship. Well, the spaceship's only unknown because when you wake up from hibernation, you have temporary amnesia. Or it's because the hibernation was interrupted because something went wrong. I don't remember. It says in the instruction manual. But you have some temporary amnesia, and that's why you don't know your own ship, because the character I drew is the captain. So the captain should know the ship. But everybody wakes up, and there's a corpse sitting by the hibernation pod, so something's wrong. And you get objectives that you draw that you have to achieve. You draw 2. Unless you're playing co-op, then everybody draws 1. Other than that, if you're playing semi-co-op or solo, you draw, each player has 2 cards, and as soon as you come across an intruder for the first time, which I've gone pretty far and not come across an intruder yet, as soon as you come across an intruder, you have to choose which one you're going to do. So I either have to send a signal from the comms room, which is going to be one of these rooms left out here that I haven't explored yet. Oh, and all the rooms on the ship must be explored. That's right. I forgot that was my other one. Well, I don't have many rooms left. Maybe I'll do that. Or my other option will be I have to send the signal, so again I need the comms room, and I either have to kill the queen or the ship has to blow up, in which case I can only win if I get in one of the escape pods. But the escape pods need to be unlocked, and the ways that can happen, if one of these rooms on the outside, you use all of those rooms. The number 1 rooms. They all show up in the game because they're only the number of number 1 rooms is number 1 spaces. But the number 2 rooms, there are only 5 of them, and how many are there? Yeah, then there are 4 more, so it's maybe those rooms show up, maybe they don't. So there's one room that I can use to open up the escape pods, but that's only if that's one of these. It might be over here, one of the rooms that didn't make it into the game. The only other way to open up these, well, there are 2 other ways to open the escape pod, so apparently there are some items in here that could do that, but I haven't really looked through all the items, so I don't know what all's in there. It being my first time playing. Or if I go back here to the generator, repair the malfunction, then I can set off the self-destruct sequence, and then I have this many rounds before the ship will blow up. I have that much time to get to an escape pod. Oh, that would automatically open up the escape pods when that gets set off, and then yeah, I'd have that much time to get to one. But, and I currently have the ship rigged to blow up because 2 of the engines are not working, 1 engine is working, and well, if I explore every room, I could go fix another engine, fix one of the engines I broke, and then go to the hibernation pod and just hop in there, and then I'm okay. Oh, but then I also have to make sure the ship's headed toward Earth. Too many things to do. All right, but no matter what, I need the comms room. All right, and every time you move from one room to another, you place noise markers, and that could make intruders show up. So far, I've been lucky and just been putting noise all over, but no intruders yet. Let's see. Wait, so I was in the canteen. What did I last do? I think the last thing I did was roll for noise and place that when I moved here. I think that's right. I lost track. All right. Well, I'm going to keep moving around the outside. Actually, maybe I'll go, well, I don't know. All right, I'm going to move here. I'm going to do regular movement, so that'll cost 1 card. Oh, wait. 2 and 3 are technical corridors. Now, maybe I'll do careful movement. All right, I'm going to do careful movement. So I spend 2 cards to move here instead of just 1, but that means I get to place the noise wherever I want, rather than rolling to see 1, 2, 3, 4, or well, the other ones that'll put noise everywhere. Storage. I don't want red items. Does storage do anything else? Oh, wait. Storage, it says, oh, okay. Well, you can draw 2 cards from the item deck of a chosen color, it says. All right, so if I do, I guess, a normal search in this room, it's red items. But if I do the room action, I can get yellow items, which I want, because hopefully I can get something that'll open up an escape pod. All right, so this says, since I'm playing solo, a 3 here really means there are 2 items in this room. I don't know if that includes that search. And I get slimed, but I'm already slimed, so that doesn't do anything. A lot of possible different runs to make. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing, not solo, where are all the objectives? There they are. These are all the different objectives you might be given. Well, at the so if you're playing semi-cooperative, everybody gets 1 corporate goal and 1 personal goal, and then you keep those secret. And then when the first time somebody comes across an intruder, you discard 1, you keep the other. And with these, you might have something like, well, here your goal is player 1's character cannot survive. So whoever player 1 is, you have to have them die. Or your character is the only survivor. Yeah, alright. Or everyone has to die. Sometimes it's stuff like that, or it's, yeah, player 3's character cannot survive. Or just, you have to discover 2 of the intruder weaknesses, so you have to take the corpse that starts in the hibernatorium at the start and take it to the laboratory. Reveal the laboratory, and you can analyze it there, and that'll tell you one of the weaknesses of the intruders. Or you have to pick up an egg from the nest and bring it over here and examine that. Or kill an intruder and take its corpse over here and examine it. So you might have an objective like that, or personal goals. The ship must reach Earth. So you just have to make sure the engines are working, the destination is the right one so that it goes to Earth and not somewhere else, and that the ship doesn't blow up, or whatever other objectives there are. So there are all those different things that you might have going for you, and some people might choose to keep an objective where they have to kill you, although you can't directly attack somebody, but you can do things like throw a grenade into a room because there's an intruder. Because there's an intruder in there, so you throw the grenade at that, but it also hurts any other character that's in there and might kill them. Or lock them in a room with fire, or stuff like that. You just can't directly do something like shoot a character. So somebody might choose to keep an objective like that and try to kill you, or they might just keep stuff that, find out these weaknesses. Or you could have conflicting stuff, like one person might have a goal of getting the ship to Earth, another person might have the goal of getting the ship to Mars. And then, the board will be laid out differently each time. And then the other side of the board, I didn't really look at it, but there's another side where I think the layout's a little different. But it says at least first time playing, you're supposed to play with the side with the arrows on it. I got this finally showed up a couple weeks ago, and I've been wanting to play it, but I haven't had time, although I did have time to paint all the minis while doing other stuff. Alright, so where are we? I'm in storage. And I said I was going to place this wherever I want. I'm placing it. Yeah, I did careful movement. I'm placing it there. And then my turn's all done because I'm out of cards, so there's still no intruders. Fire would do some damage, but there's nobody in here with the fire. So now I have to draw an event card. I also got one other thing today that just came out that I was really excited about, but I figured this was going to be a cooperative game that I could play solo, because I didn't really look into it too much, but nope. Somebody plays as the Goonie Master, and everybody else is a Goonie. So I'm going to have to wait until my friends are over to play that one, but I'm excited about that. All right. Life support failure. Place a malfunction marker in each explored green room. Wow, that's bad. 2 that don't already have malfunctions. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the event deck. Alright, so now there are only 2 more malfunctions. Alright, any more malfunctions, I need to repair them as I go. And this would say, up here, this means any of these types of intruders, that's an adult, that's a breeder, and that's a queen, they would move to the adjoining room through corridor 2, unless they're in combat. But there are no intruders around yet. Alright, so this, it says, goes away, but then I have to reshuffle the event deck, including all the ones I discarded. Alright. Alright, 3 more malfunctions, the ship blows up. Which would be good, except I'm still on the ship. Okay, and then I have to draw. Oh, I didn't move the time marker. So, one more round, and then the hibernation pods open up. I could then just hop into one of those. But currently, 2 of the engines are broken. So if I hop in here, then this will just advance down to there. The ship would try to go to hyperspace, but it would blow up because 2 of the engines are damaged. No link to the game. Goonies? Oh, you never saw Goonies? Too young for it? Is my ring a TIE fighter? Yeah, well, it's a TIE Advanced. Darth Vader's specifically, but yes. All right. Now, intruder bag. Okay, I drew an adult again. Those have been drawn most of the time, but that's the most common thing in there. All right, so this goes back in the bag, and then I have to roll for noise. Ooh, all right. 1, 2, and 3 all have noise on them. So unless I roll a 4, an intruder's finally going to show up. 1. All right. There's already noise there, so all noise markers. That's a technical corridor. The noise goes there. It's just the technical corridor really connects to all of these. All right, so all the noise markers go away, and an intruder shows up. So now I have to draw. Well, let me make sure I do this in order, since this is the first time this has happened for me. Let's see. Encounter. Yeah, draw 1 intruder from the bag. Oh, and it's going to get a surprise attack. All right, draw an intruder from the bag. It's a larva. Oh, I don't like that. Let's see, where's the larva? There. It's a larva. And I have to look at the number on the other side. It's 1. Oh. But, so this means if I have fewer cards than this in my hand, then it gets a surprise attack on me. And yeah, since it's not during my turn, and I used up all my cards, I have 0, so it actually gets to attack me. That stinks. So it gets a surprise attack. Let's see, I'm trying to remember with a larva, does it just automatically... Oh, you saw the Goonies but didn't like it as much as its reputation made it sound great. How old were you when you saw it? Because I was a child when the movie was new, so I loved it. Not that everybody did. Yeah, when a larva attacks, I know it's a little different than when the other intruders attack. Oh, and I have to choose one of these now. Do I want to try to explore every room or make the ship blow up? Well, the ship's already primed to blow up. Either way, I need to open up an escape pod. Yeah, I'm going to stick with destroying the ship, so I'll get rid of this one, which was explore every room, which still may happen, but I'm going to have the ship blow up. Oh, you saw it pretty recently when you were 22? Yeah, but yeah, it's a kid's movie. I mean, I can certainly appreciate it as an adult, but that's because it's a movie that I saw many, many times when I was a kid. So yeah, I can understand if you didn't think it was great seeing it at that age. All right, where was I? Let's see. No, not combat. I want intruder attack. There we go. That's right. I have to draw an intruder attack card. Hopefully it doesn't have a larva on it. Ooh, tail attack. Nope, this will only attack if it's a queen, I believe is what that's saying. Yep. Alright, the larva doesn't attack, only queen attacks with that one. So it got a surprise attack, but it didn't do anything to me. I'll take that. Now I can try to kill it, or try to get out of the room without, or try to just leave the room, but then it'll get another chance to attack me. And if a larva attacks you, it'll go on the board and you draw a contamination card, and then you might be infected, and well, then you might just die from that. So basically this could put a chest burster in you. Get rid of that. And this stays out of the bag. Yeah, it's kind of like the Ewoks with Return of the Jedi. For the most part, people who saw them as a kid have no problem with the Ewoks. People who saw Return of the Jedi as an adult usually think the Ewoks suck. I can understand that. But yeah, any kind of kids' movies like, say, The Goonies, I can see it being the same thing. All right. That was from Rolling for Noise because I drew an adult out of here. Round's finally done. So now I get to draw 5 cards, or draw cards so that I have 5 in my hand. Okay, so now I'm in combat with this, so I can't search for an item, which I do want to do, and I have 2 search cards. Although, no, I think if I do a regular search, it'll be red. I'll have to do the room action, which costs 2 cards, and then I can pick whichever one of these item decks I want. But I can't do that while this thing's here, so I need to kill that. Wait, so that's storage. So what are the other rooms? I'm pretty sure 2 of these other outer rooms... Oh, this is an outer room, too. Okay, so there are 4 left. 2 are escape pods, 1 is the comms, and I think the other one is the nest. I think those are the rooms that are always in the game. Alright, so I want to shoot this thing. So I'm going to use interruption to shoot it. Because yeah, it costs 1 card to use a gun, so I have to spend 1 of my ammo. And roll an attack die. That's a miss. With whatever symbols on there, basically, if you roll that, you do an injury to any alien, any intruder that's that level or below. And larva's the lowest, so any of these other sides will hit it. Nice, I rolled that. That's 2 injuries to it, regardless of what kind of intruder it is. But my gun, my 6-shooter, says if I roll that, I deal an additional injury. So I just gave it 3 injuries. Take that, larva. And whenever one of them gets injured, we draw one of these cards and instead look at the top. And that's its endurance. Now, compare that to the injuries, they're the same. I don't remember, does it have to be more than that to kill it? So do I need 4 injuries right now for it to be dead, or at least 3? Shooter injuries. Oh no, larva, 1 injury is enough to kill it. That's right. Only a creeper or above I'd have to do that. But let's see. Alright, if this had been another type of intruder though, You just have to have at least this many injuries on it and it's dead. But larva, nope, just need one. So I didn't actually need to draw that. Oh well. Alright, larva's dead. So now there's an intruder corpse. Which I could take over here, repair the malfunction in the laboratory, and then analyze it, and that would reveal intruder carcass. It would reveal this weakness, which might say things like intruders take 2 injuries from fire, or well, like that card you draw, their endurance is 1 lower, or various things that make them a little easier to kill. Alright, well, that was easy to kill. Well, it's a larva. Yeah, they're very easy to kill. And now, oh yeah, I want to search in here. Okay, so I could search for a red item, but I really want yellow items. So, yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about is there are 2 items in this room. And if I did a search, that would lower this one. The special room option of search, I don't know if that does, and this doesn't say. Let me check it just one more time. Storage. Yeah, it doesn't say. I mean, it's storage. That makes it sound like there could be lots of items in there. Well, I'm going to assume it's the same as doing a regular search. So I'm going to discard these 2 to do the room action of search, so I can take from any deck I want. I want yellow cards. So I got to pick one of these to keep. Duct tape or energy charge. Fully load an energy weapon, or open or close 1 door. Well, I don't have an energy weapon. What does duct tape do? You can discard, fix a malfunction, repair or break an engine, or add 1 heavy item to 1 heavy item in your character's hand. Okay, so you can use duct tape to tape some items together and carry both of them. Alright, well, I guess I'll keep the duct tape because I don't have any energy weapons. Oh, and I'm down to 1 item in the room now. The other 2 cards I have are search. You know what? I'm going to go all the way to this room. Okay, so I'm just going to move here to the bridge, or whatever this is. Okay, move there. No exploration thing to turn over, but I still need to roll for noise. 4. Ooh, perfect. Back the way I came from. So unless I go that way again, no problem. All right, and then my last card, I'm going to move here. Ooh, but this one's not going to be good for noise. All right, so what's in here? Another malfunction. Ooh, comms room. All right, well, I needed to go here at some point. I only get 1 item in here. Let's see. 1 item, and there's a malfunction, so I have to fix that. And then I have to send a signal. Let's see. What objective did you choose to keep? I chose to keep the one that says send the signal and the queen must be killed, or send the signal and the ship must be destroyed. So in here I can send the signal, so I'll be able to do that part. And then, yeah, the ship right now is going to blow up at the end. So I need a way to escape. Two of these rooms, I believe, are these escape pods, but they need to be unlocked. I could make my way... well, you know what? I'm going to have to go through these two. If neither one of these will let me open up the escape pods, then I could go back over here and set off the, well, fix this room and then set off the self-destruct signal. And then just make my way back over here, because one of these rooms is going to be escape pods. But I'll run into some intruders at that point. Definitely. All right, noise roll. 2. Oh, nice. 1 and 2 is this way. Good, not the way. So when I move to here, there will just be 1 on 2. Ha. Well, unless I have to roll for noise in between, because now my turn's done. So now, no intruders anywhere, so I don't have to worry about that. So event card. Malfunction. Not good. Last one. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number. Wait. Then shuffle this card back into the events deck. What do you mean the explored room with the lowest room number? I mean, they're all 1s or 2s. Does it mean that? Or number like how many items are in there? Probably not. Or the other number is how many cards it costs to use the room? No, they're all 2s. I guess it means 1 or 2. All right. That's not good. This is my last malfunction, although I'm going to repair this in just a minute. So I guess one of the 1s, well, that would be fire control system, armory, storage. Well, I'll just put it in armory. All right, have to fix something. The objective does not say you have to be alive at the end. Well, no, you have to be alive. The 3-digit number on top? Wait, what 3-digit number on top? Are you referring to these numbers? That's how many items are in the room. That's what kind of items are in the room. That's the number of cards it takes to use the special on the board. Oh, I didn't even notice those numbers. You know what? From my angle, they actually don't show up as well as I'm looking at my computer screen. Yeah, they show up a lot better there. Yes, thank you very much. So what was it? Lowest room number. 4, 3, well, all right, 1. So is this 2? Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It just goes like this. All right, so that would be storage. This already has a malfunction. Well, actually, it doesn't say place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number that doesn't have a malfunction. So I could treat that as, oh, well, it means this room, but it already has one, so I don't do anything. No, put it there. All right, thanks for noticing that. No intruders to move, so, oh, and it said shuffle this back into the events deck. Okay. But no, to achieve your objective, you do have to survive. All right. Oh, I drew an event card, but I did not move the tracker. I hope I didn't forget that another time. I think I'm good. All right, I drew another larva, so it said that gets replaced with an adult. Okay, so that was it. I hope it's just that I've been lucky and not that I was doing something wrong, because all I've come across so far, and I've explored most of the ship, is 1 larva. Alright, Captain. Next round. Alright, I got reload, suppressive fire. Can use that to escape when you're in the same room as an intruder without having it attack you. I can add 1 ammo to my 6-shooter with that if I really want. Now that I finally shot it, let's see, I can rest, don't need that right now. I can search. Well, I am in a yellow room. I do want more yellow items. There's only 1 item in here. I also need to repair. Demolition, destroy a door. Or put a malfunction marker in the room you're in. Yeah, no. Right. Okay, so I need to repair the room. Well, I'll do the search first. Alright, search. So, costs 0 additional cards. I get to draw 2 yellows because I'm in a yellow room, but now this has no more items in it. And keep 1 of these. Close. Alright, I can discard a slime marker with this, or another duct tape. I already have duct tape and tools, so I can already repair 2 different things. I guess I'll take the clothes. I am slimed. Okay, I need to get rid of that malfunction. So, tools or duct tape. They both get rid of a malfunction, repair or break engines. Tools also can open or close a door. Duct tape combines 2 heavy objects, basically. All right. Or heavy items, not heavy objects. Okay. No, I guess I'll use the duct tape. All right, so I have to discard 1 card for that, and that's 1 use only, so that's gone. Demolition. So I'll discard that. So now, get rid of that malfunction. So comms room. I assume it's just spend 2 cards, and I send the signal. Yeah. All right. Well, I need to do that. That's part of my objective. So reload or do I want to go anywhere this turn? I'll wait until next turn to move. All right, so I'll spend 2 cards to send the signal. So now I can place that on my board. I've sent a signal. And then I could reload. I'm going to get rid of my slime. So I'm going to change my clothes. Or whatever I'm doing with clothes. All right, slime's gone. Okay. Well, that's it. So now it is 1 more down the time track and event card because there are no intruders. All right, nest. Had this one earlier. If the nest room is explored, nope, it's one of those. Place a noise marker in each corridor that is connected to the nest. And move these intruders, but there aren't any intruders. All right. Those have mostly been uneventful. And draw 1 of these. Probably an adult, because that's what most of these are. Yep, it's an adult. I think it's about 2/3 adult tokens in there at this point. All right, adult token, that goes back in the bag, and I have to roll for noise. 1 or a 2, and intruder. 3, okay. 3 and 4 is over here. Well, now when I move to this room, unless I roll a 1, or now silence will be no noise because I'm not slimed anymore. But unless I roll a 1, I'll have to face another intruder. But I could do careful movement. All right. Okay, 5 cards. No more items to search in here. Although I did get a search. Let's see. Order and motivation are only any good. No. and interruption. All three of these cards are really they only do things to other characters, and I'm playing solo. Alright, so I'm going to do careful movement. With, well, 2 of those. Nothing else to do in this room because it's out of items. So careful movement to move here, so I get to choose where I put the noise. Is this from Kickstarter? Well, this is, Nemesis came out, what, I think 4 years ago now? I did do the Kickstarter for their new game, what is it, Nemesis Lockdown, that, I don't know when that's going to come out, I think next year now. I did do their Kickstarter from that and got this as a part of that, but this game's been out a while. But yeah, I did get it from their Kickstarter for their new game. Alright, so I moved here. Ooh, another malfunction. I need to repair that. Command Center. Open and close doors. Oh, that's not useful, but this is the last malfunction token, so I do need to repair that so that the ship doesn't blow up, and 1 item. And I did careful movement, so instead of rolling for noise, I'm placing a noise marker right there. Oh, I don't like that. This is going to be my last chance to be able to open up an escape pod, unless there's an item in here that'll do that, which it said in the instruction manual some items can open up escape pods. Haven't come across one yet. Although I guess if I'm going back over here to try to set off the self-destruct signal, I'll be in yellow rooms again. I can try to find more items. Well, there aren't any more in here. There's 1 more in here. And 2 in here. But if I'm in here, I may as well just turn on the self-destruct signal. All right. There, I don't need to do that. But, yeah, no more malfunction tokens, so if I have to place another one, the ship blows up. So I really should repair that. Maybe I should not have kept the close. Because now, wait, what do I have? Oh, I have basic repair, so I'll keep tools for later. Basic repair, I can discard this and 2 more cards to get rid of that malfunction. Alright, and then my turn's done. But if I draw an adult, it's going to be, well, unless I roll an X, going to have to face an intruder. Alright, so down to 6 turns left, or 6 rounds left. Event card says, coolant leak. If there is a malfunction marker in the generator room, there is start the self-destruct countdown. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm good with that. Now I don't have to go do that myself. All right, and just to make sure, I'm pretty sure self-destruct activating. As soon as that happens, the escape pods unlock. Escape pods. Where are those? Escape pods. Players may unlock them manually, or the pods will unlock automatically when any character dies. Oh, that's right. That also unlocks them. But since I'm playing solo, that's not helpful. Or when the self-destruct marker reaches in a yellow space. Okay, they're not unlocked yet. When the self-destruct sequence reaches 3, then the escape pods unlock. And also when it reaches 3, you can't turn off the self-destruct sequence. Which I don't want to do. I want the ship to blow up so that the queen is dead. Alright, remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck. Okay. Right, well, that was actually helpful. Because now the escape pods will open up, will unlock. I can get in one. So all I have to do, one of these 3 rooms is going to have, 2 of those 3 rooms will have escape pods. Pretty sure. So I just have to go over to one of those, and then as soon as they unlock, I'm good. And the whole time I will have come across one intruder. Very uneventful. But I still have to draw something out of here. Probably an adult. No, it is a creeper. What does a creeper do? When you draw a creeper at this stage. Creeper. Remove this and add a breeder. Okay. Alright, so that leaves, and now there's a breeder in the bag. Alright. Okay. I think I'm going to win. Okay, 5 cards. Alright, demolition, search. Well, there's still one thing I have to worry about. There's only one malfunction token left. So, any malfunctions I come across, I still need to fix those. I don't want any red items. Yeah, alright. So search, maybe when I get to another room. Alright, basic repairs, I'll use that if there's a malfunction in here when I get there. Interruption. So I'm going to use that, discard that to do movement. So I'm going to move over here. There's only one item, and the door closes in the corridor I just used. Fine with that. All right. So now that door's... Can't get back to the command center unless I destroy or open that door. Don't care. I have no interest in going there. Airlock control. Ooh, start emergency depressurization. That sounds fun. What are you doing there? And it's one item. Airlock. Choose any one other yellow room. The corridor is connected to the room, must not contain any destroyed doors. Automatically close the door in each corridor connected to that room. Place the depressurization token. Oh, that must be what this is. Place the depressurization token. Where'd it go? In that room to represent an active emergency depressurization. If any of the doors in the corridor connected to that room are opened before the current player phase ends, remove the token. All right, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everything in that room dies. Fun. So there's another way you can kill another player if that's part of your objective. Use the airlock. Alright, but not useful for me now. Now I could search for a yellow item while I'm here. I do have a search card, so it'll only cost me 1. Plus I have to wait a couple turns anyway before I can use the escape pod. So sure, let's search. Alright, so this is down to 0, and I get another yellow item. Duct tape or duct tape? I think I'll take duct tape. So what else do I have? Smoke grenade, med kit, and tools. Okay, may as well move over to here. Yeah. Well, okay, if this doesn't have the escape pod, an escape pod, this one will. So, yeah, I'll move there. Let's see. Yeah, demolition. All right, moving over here. Doors closing again, and nest. All right, so those are both escape pods. One item. Wait, I guess the nest doesn't have items other than eggs because there are no numbers on there. So I could take an egg if I want, but I don't need an egg. Well, I didn't get a malfunction. Oh, I need to roll for noise. Wait a minute. Did I forget to roll for noise when I went there? This one was already here. Yeah, I forgot to roll for noise in that room. So there should have been a noise marker here, and now I'm rolling for noise for the nest. Chipped blue tile. Sorry, what's pretty cool? Was that still from before when you're asking about Kickstarter? All right, let's see. 4 is the technical corridor. All right, so now there's noise on there. I still have 2 cards. I could just move over here. May as well. And do careful movement. Sure, I'll do careful movement. So I'll spend both my cards. Take an egg so you have something to eat in the escape pod. I don't know if I want to eat one of those eggs. I mean, something that could hatch and become one of these things, I don't think that's healthy. Yeah. Now, one of the objectives is, one of the corporate ones, is take an egg back with you in an escape pod. So the corporation can study it. At that point, you're basically playing as Burke in Aliens. But no, that's not my objective, so I'm not going to try to get an egg. All right, so I moved there. I did careful movement, so I could place the noise wherever I want. So I'm placing it in this corridor. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was to move over here. I just spent 2 cards to move over here with careful movement, and I was going to place it here. That's right. You can't know if it tastes good until you try it. No, I'm still going to pass. Ooh, this room's on fire. But it is evacuation section A. It has 1 item in it. It's on fire, so at the end of my turn, I'm in there. There's fire. I'll take an injury, but I do have a fire extinguisher, so I can put that out on the next turn. Okay. So my turn's over, but I'm in a room with fire. I think I'd just take a light wound, just to make sure. Fire. Player phase, all right. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, come on. Where does it mention fire? I'm pretty sure I get a light wound from the fire. Did I not move the time cursor for some time now? No, I didn't forget. No, I just, or you know what? I think I forgot. Wait, let's see. When did that get set off? That was just the last turn, wasn't it? Wasn't it when I was in the command center? Because I've done nothing but move and search this turn. I moved. I think I moved through all 3 of these rooms during this round. Yeah, because all I've done... Wait, I also did a repair. Let's see. No, I repaired that before I moved on. That was last round, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, I just did a, move. That was 3 cards. One was careful movement, so that was 4 cards, and I did a search. That was 1 card. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that was right. I don't think I forgot to move those. If so, at this point, I'm only hurting myself by forgetting to do this, because I can't get into the escape pod until this gets down to 3. And at this point, I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out in the room until the escape pod opens up. Fire. So yeah, player phase, I just don't see fire mentioned, but then in event phase, fire damage to intruders, sure, it mentions that part. What about fire damage to me? Well, I'm pretty sure it's a light wound. But I don't see it there, and it's not in the contents. Oh, there we go. Fire. Okay. Found it. Fire. Yes. If I end my turn in a room with a fire, I get a light wound. Okay. No problem. I mean, I know I did forget at least once earlier and fixed it. But I'm pretty sure I didn't forget this time. Because I think it was when I got to this room that I drew the event card that set that off. Okay, so yeah, I get 1 light wound, 2 more, and I get a serious wound. But that's fine. Until you get 3 serious wounds, you're not in any danger of being dead. Now I'm done, so now this can go down. Oh, I forgot to place the noise on there. Wait, I got 1 out, I thought. Maybe I didn't. I moved here with careful movement, so I got to place that wherever I wanted, and I put it there. Okay, so time track, self-destruct track, those both got moved down. No intruders out there, so I get an event card. Nest again. This has come up 3 times. Every time I reshuffle, this is at the top. I wonder if there are multiple ones of these. No intruders to move, but it says if the nest room is explored, it is. Place a noise marker in each corridor that is connected to the nest. That doesn't have a noise marker. Well, that's fine. All right, there's noise in here. I'm not going back over there, so I don't care. Okay, intruder bag. Now, where'd it go? There it is. Probably going to get an adult, which means I have to roll for noise, so unless I roll an X, now that I'm not slimed, unless I roll that, an intruder's going to show up, which I can't have an intruder in the room if I want to be able to use the escape pod. And let's see. Well, the fire will help hurt it. It is an adult. Okay, so I have to roll for noise. Oh, and it's going to get a surprise attack because I don't have any cards in my hand. 1. Well, all right. These can be taken off. And now, what kind of intruder? So far, all that's happened, it's only the 2nd time there's been an intruder. Last time it was a larva, which you kill with anything. Probably just step on it and kill it. A breeder. Ooh, the breeder that just got added. All right, they're pretty strong. That's not good. All right, there are only 2 of them. All right, there's a breeder. A lot of these intruders look like they're aliens crossed with stuff from Doom. Alright, there's a breeder in here, so now we're in combat, and... Oh, whoops, I put it back in there. I was supposed to look at the other side. Although, since I don't have any cards, no matter what it's set on there, it's going to attack me. But I did forget to look at it. Yeah, there's only one in there because there are only 2 total. So it said 3. So if I have fewer than 3 cards in my hand, I do. I have 0. Then it gets a surprise attack. So, intruder attack. I draw one of these. Oh, and when does... No, fire would have already applied, so it won't get hurt by the fire yet. Alright, so if it's an adult, a breeder, or a queen, it attacks. Okay, so it attacks me. It does a bite. If the character has 2 serious wounds, they die. If not, suffer 1 serious wound. Oh, I get a serious wound. Lousy breeder. Arm. The character has only 1 hand slot for heavy items or objects. I have to drop one. Ow. I either have to drop my gun or my fire extinguisher, which I needed to use to put out the fire. Lousy breeder. Alright, I'll drop the fire extinguisher. But that means, let's see, since this is an item, if I drop it, it goes in the discard pile. If it were an object, like a corpse, it would just get dropped in the room, and I could pick it back up later. Now, if I drop this, it's gone, but otherwise I drop my gun, and I don't want to do that. So, alright, fire extinguisher's gone. Boss fight to end the game? Almost. It needs to be a queen. Now, the good thing about attacking it, well, bad thing is when you attack one of them, you have to draw 2 of these, and let me take a, since I have some discarded ones over here, you have to draw 2, and then you have to add the 2. I have to do at least this many injuries to it for it to be killed. But some of these have arrows on there that mean they retreat. Can I use the airlock to stop the fire? I mean, that would put out the fire, but where's the airlock? I have to go through the nest to get over to there. I don't need to put out the fire. I mean, it'll give me a light wound each turn. So I'll get another serious wound. I mean, 2 more rounds and I can get in the airlock. I don't think fire prevents me from getting in the airlock. Just if there are any intruders in there, I can't use the airlock. Let me make sure. Evacuation. Yeah, it just says if there's an intruder, you can't enter an escape pod. So I'm not worried about the fire. It'd just be nice to get rid of it. Anyway, whenever you deal any injuries to it, you have to draw 2 cards and add these up and have that many injuries to it total to get it to kill it. But there are also, some of these will have an arrow on them, which means the intruder will move to another room. So it'll retreat. And, well, you're more likely to get a retreat card drawing 2 at a time than 1. Alright, well, I have lots of ammo in my 6-shooter. Yeah, alright, these were discards. I mean, the airlock would also kill this thing. So that is one option. I could move over here. But I'd have to take out this door, which I could use tools to open that door. When I move into this room, it has noise markers all around it, so no matter what, an intruder is going to show up in here. So I'd have to do something about that intruder just so I could use the airlock and kill this thing and the fire. Probably easier to just hang out here and try to kill it. Now, with my ammo, though, I'll only kill a breeder on... Well, these are the only ones that'll hurt it. I can do 1 injury to it, or 2, well, actually 3 because of my 6-shooter. On those 2 rolls, anything else is a miss on a breeder. So that's bad, too. So, only 1 in 3 chance of each shot actually hurting it. But I can shoot it 5 times this next round. Okay. So let's see. That was from drawing a token from the bag. Oh, wait. I should not have been putting it back in the bag. Where'd that one go? There it is. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so suppressive fire. I can escape from the room without this getting a chance to attack me. I can't search while that intruder's in there. What other items do I have? Do I have anything that would be any use? Now the fire is also going to hurt it. Med kit, I can't use that while I'm in combat though. I have my smoke grenade. Oh, that does the same as suppressing fire. I can use a smoke grenade to escape the room without getting attacked. Nah, I'm just going to try to kill the breeder. Alright, I could use each one of these just to attack. Well, alright, I'll discard motivation and 1 ammo. To attack at once. Oh, but every 2 actions I'm going to take damage from the fire. Ugh. That part's bad. Hopefully I get lucky and injure it right away. Nope. I missed. Yeah, it's just a miss. If it were a melee attack, I would also get contaminated from that. And I think take a wound? Yeah, but all I did was miss. Since I'm shooting at it. Alright, let's do it again. Discard another one, use up an ammo. Okay, well I hit it that time, so that's 1 injury to it. And every time it gets injured, I have to draw 2 of these. Hopefully it runs away. Nope. Alright. I have not dealt 8 injuries to it, so it's still alive. And that was 2 actions, so that's the end of 1 turn. That fire's going to hurt me. I get another light wound. And then it would be the next player, but it's just me, so now I get another 2 actions. Maybe I should only fire it at it 2 more times, because then my 3rd turn would be firing just once. And then the fire will hurt me a 3rd time. Yeah, alright, I'm going to shoot it at 2 more times. Alright, so rest, use up another ammo. Nice. Got it again for 1 more injury. Hopefully it runs away. Hey, it runs away. Or it retreats. So when it retreats... Wait, yeah, I think it leaves. It doesn't just move to another room. Well, let me make sure. Intruder retreat. No, it does. It moves to another... Okay, now I have to draw an event card, and that tells me where it moves. All right, it moves through corridor 2. There we go. Goes to the nest. Well, hopefully it doesn't move back. Let's see. Discard all these. But, all right, that was 1 action. I have 1 more. What was the fire extinguisher? That was a yellow item. Maybe there's another fire extinguisher and I could get lucky and find it. So my 2nd action, I'm going to go ahead and search. There's only 1 item in here? Yeah. All right, no more items in this room. What'd I find? Chemicals. Load up the flamethrower, or no use. Or energy charge. Fully load an energy weapon. I don't have an energy weapon. Ah. Or you can also open or close one door. Ooh. You know what? I could use this to close that door. Keep the breeder from getting over to me. So yeah, I'll keep that one, and then I still have one card, so I could use that right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, although now the fire hits me again. That's a serious wound. So what do I get this time? Another arm. Well, okay. Well, that's 2 serious wounds, but at least the penalty doesn't stack. Alright, so I still only can hold 1 heavy object. And so now I'm using that and discarding this to close the door. And now the fire hits me again. There, I have a light wound. Okay, now I'm all done. So now these move down. Alright, well, 1 more round and then I can get in the escape pod. So basically, just have to survive 1 more round. Serious wounds, if you get 3 serious wounds, although I have a med kit, so I can dress one of them. Well, that doesn't help me at all. If you get 3 serious wounds, then any wound you get after that, light or serious, and you're dead. Alright, but at least that door's blocking that breeder, and there's no noise in here. So I should be able to make it through that. Let's see. Oh, but now I'm on... Does that get to move? Hey, this is the first time there's been an intruder alive during this part of the round. So let me make sure I do that right. And where'd it go? So time track, self-destruct track, intruder attack. Well, they don't get to attack. Fire damage. The breeder's not by the fire. Oh no, I just draw the event card and that'll make it move. Maybe. Okay, so I draw the event card. Nope, only a creeper or an adult would be moving through corridor 3. It's trapped in here, but if it tried to move, it would destroy the door, but it wouldn't move yet. Alright, but that would have been fine, even if it broke this door down. Well, I just have to survive 1 more round. No, but then on the next turn it can move over here. But this is good, because now next turn if it tries to move, it'll just destroy this door. It won't be over here yet, and then I can escape. Alright, place a noise marker in every corridor connected to a room containing a character with a slime marker. Fortunately, I got rid of my slime. So, nothing. Alright, perfect. Okay, looks good. I just have to survive this round. So yeah, my med kit. That dress is a serious wound. That would just turn 1 over, so then the penalty wouldn't apply, but they're both the same, so that doesn't really accomplish anything. Or if I had one already dressed, then I could get rid of it. But I only have 1 med kit, so it's not really going to help. I'm just going to chill in here. So I get to draw 5 cards, but I think I'm going to be doing nothing. So if the fire only hits me once, I'll pass right away, and then, so I think the fire will just hurt me once. Instead of taking 2 actions, that's the end of a turn. Now I get hit by the fire and then taking another 2 actions. motivation's no good because I'm playing solo. Oh, no, that's right. Motivation was draw another card. That's right. That one's fine. But it's more helpful if there are other people. Demolition, I can destroy a door. I don't want to do that. I can reload. Rest, that's good. That only does contamination cards. I'm not contaminated. Search, there are no items in here. And drawing another card won't really do anything for me, so I'm just going to rest. I'm just going to pass. And then these cards, I could discard them if I want, or just hang on to them, or discard some of them. It really doesn't matter too much. Well, I'll get rid of the cards that don't do me any good. I don't want to destroy any doors. I'm not contaminated. Although, is there a chance I could be at some point before I get out of here? I don't think so. There's nothing to search. Okay. So I'm just going to pass and discard those. So the fire hits me. I now have 2 light wounds. And now these move down. All right, airlocks are unlocked. All right, escape pods are unlocked. Event card. Okay, breeder tries to go through corridor 3. It has a door, so that door is destroyed, but it doesn't move. And then move every adult intruder. There aren't any. Not in combat to a neighboring room with character if possible. There are several rooms to choose from. Move the adult intruder to the room with the lowest room number. Well, there aren't any adults, there's just a breeder. So, alright. Hey, well there we go. Now it's, oh, I still have to draw one of these. But, since there's no noise in there, I should be fine. An adult, which is put this back and roll for noise. Oh, I think I have to roll for noise though when I try to enter the escape pod. Yeah, you have to make a noise roll. Ah, shoot. So, this is probably going to put some noise in here. Danger, that's bad. All right, so that means put a noise marker everywhere connected to this. I'm gonna get something that I probably need to kill. I only have 2 shots, but at least I kept my reload. All right. Well, that means when I try to get in the escape pod, I have to roll for noise, so unless I roll X, something's going to attack me. Then I have to kill that. And there's still the fire. Great. Oh, you know what? I just realized I was playing stupidly. I didn't have to hang out in here with the breeder and the fire. I could have just gone over here because this is the other escape pod. I could have used my smoke grenade to run away from the breeder. I think I had I had tools that could have opened that door, and then, yeah, moved over here. I would have come across an intruder in this room, at the very least. But, yeah, I could have avoided the fire and him. Oh well, I was stupid. He was right there, the other escape pod. Oh well. Great. So now there's noise all over. Well, I have a 10% chance of escaping right now if I try. I have to draw 3 cards, because I still have 2. No items in here. Oh, the fire control system. That's right. I forgot the fire control system was right next to me. Well, if I go over here to try to put out the fire, there's noise everywhere, so I'll have an intruder show up here that I'm going to have to kill. Thinking of a better strategy when it's too late. Hey, that's what happens when it's the first time you've ever played the game. You know, at this point, the problem is that fire. Well, I don't know. All right. I'm going to spend 2 cards to try to go in the escape pod, which is going to generate noise. All right. Oh, I already have one out. All right. Give me an X. 10% chance. Danger. Oh, wait. You know what? That might actually be okay. Because I believe danger is just place a noise marker in every corridor that doesn't have one, but if they all have one, I think I don't actually have to place something. I could be wrong. Danger. Oh, that's right. Also, if there is an intruder in the neighboring room, you have to move it to this room. This is not a neighboring room because of the door. If there are no intruders in any of the neighboring rooms, place a noise marker in each corridor connected to the room that doesn't already have one. Okay, they do. Counting technical corridors. It doesn't say if everything already has a noise marker, then you have to draw an intruder. No. So, since there are no, this is the only neighboring room because of this door. No intruders there. There's already noise everywhere, so this actually does nothing, which means I get to get in the escape pod. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Hey, I got in the escape pod, and then these advance down to here, and well, actually, so both at the same time, the ship self-destructs, and that kills the queen. Also, the ship would right at the same time try to go to hyperspace, but 2 of the engines are broken, so the ship blows up, and I'm happily in my escape pod. All right, so just to make sure, what else do I need to check? The end of the game. Well, the ship blew up, but I'm in escape pod. Where was the ship headed? Or where was it trying to go? Just out of curiosity, it was headed toward deep space. Deep space was B, which would have meant that if you're in one of the hibernation pods, you die, because it wasn't headed to Earth. I would do a contamination check, but I never got contaminated by anything. So that would be... Where are those cards? Oh, those are up here. All right. If you had any contamination cards in your hand, or in your deck, then you have to check them. Get in there. To see if they say infected. This does not say infected. If any of them say infected at that point, then you have to take your whole hand, including your infected cards, and I think it's draw 4. And if any of them are contamination cards, you're dead. You get chest bursted. But I don't have any contamination cards, so I'm good. So, hey, all right. And yeah, and my objective was send the signal, and the queen must have been killed, or the ship must have been destroyed, which will kill the queen. Ha. Yeah, not a lot happened there, but I don't know if that's common for playing solo, since never played before. All I had was, let's see, I killed a larva in here, and then had that breeder show up. If I hadn't made it retreat, though, that would have been bad. But yeah, I could have just run away and gone to the other escape pod. Wonder how many retreat cards are there? Oh, there are only 2 of them with arrows. Oh, so my chances were not good of making that thing retreat. All right, because there was just 1 in here. Yeah, all right, there are only 2 of those. All right, so I got lucky. Alright, well that was fun. I'm gonna have to play this again. I can't wait to get some friends over to play this and try to kill them all. If that's my objective. But good game, and the expansions I need to play too, but I have to play the base game a few times first. Try out some other characters too. Alright, so I'm going to play this again at, well, whenever I get a chance. My schedule is very hectic now. I haven't had time to play any games in a couple weeks. So, too bad no Goonies anytime soon, but more Nemesis when I get a chance. Until then, до свидания.